Hello friends, once again I resumed with the further topic of the important portions, the age of revolution 1830 to 1848. Now I focus today on the subsection hunger, hardship and popular revolt. Right? Dear students, in last video I explained you about very important component romanticisms and a major section of the society just attracted towards the revolution just happening around the Europe. Initially in chapter you just see what happened in the France, how its influence happened in different parts of Europe, and it due to its influence how the peoples just participating and becoming ready for the revolution. So in this context, now I explain you the participations or the cause of participations of in revolution of the common people or normal people. Dear students, hunger, hardship and causes popular revolt. Now you have to understand here what is the meaning of hunger and hardship. Hunger means the peoples are not able to generate the income that can fulfill their requirement of 2 times meals. And second one, the hardship means there was the situation of the scarcities. Apart from the food, other requirement be not fulfilled means the economical condition of the society is not good as the peoples can manage their own requirements. So why this situation created there? Why the peoples are just suffering from the hunger and hardship? There were so many reasons. Resultly, it causes hunger and hardship. The first and much more important that began earlier in French Revolution. You have studied how the population was just increased from 23 millions to 28 millions in 1789. This was not result of only France, but during the 18th century you will find the population of Europe just increased very fastly. The population of the different countries like Prussia, Russia, Austria and different other countries have growing very fastly. When the population be increased, obviously it will create a lot of needs, right? So dear students, whenever the increase in the population, there was rising up of the food prices. One before just I am interfering here. Before starting these portions, I just distribute the effect of the hunger and hardship result on the society. Obviously there were two parts of the society, one of the rural society and another was the urban society, right? The few of the peoples are just living in urban areas, whereas more of the peoples are just living in rural area, right? As you know, right now also in India, as you know, the maximum population of country are just living in rural areas and few of the peoples just living in or residing in the urban areas. And you also know there is fast movement or migration of the people from the rural areas to urban areas. The same thing happened during that time in Europe also. The maximum peoples were just living in the rural areas. So how affect hunger and hardship in rural areas? When the population just grow, it causes the demand of the rise of food prices, right? Second, now due to increasing the population, now more people has to manage the food items. Another thing, the nature was not also favorable during that time. Nature was also creating a lot of problems for both of the people, community, either the ruling peoples or the ruled peoples. For both the peoples, there was not positive positiveness of the nature. So resultly, what happened? The season was not favoring, the nature was not favoring, resultly there was the bad harvest, and due to the bad harvest, what happened? There is failureness of the crop. Whatever or the quantity earlier produced was not produced due to the bad harvesting. When there was failureness in the crop, resultly there is shortage of the food grains. Whenever initially there was people suffering from the food requirement, once again what happened? There was shortage of the food grains due to the bad harvesting. Resultly, peoples were just suffering from the problem of the hungerness. Peoples, by working hard, do not get such quantity of the food grains as they can manage their family food requirements. So now you can just understand what happened to the peoples of the ruling area of the rural areas. Now peoples of the rural areas just suffering from the shortage of the food items. When people just saw by doing hard work in the agriculture, they are not managing their requirements, they started to move from rural areas to urban areas, and you can say the population once again in the urban areas was increased. Obviously, due to the migration of the people fastly from rural to urban areas, there was crowd gathered in the urban areas, and whenever there was a prosperity and there was few industries and factories where a lot of employments for the people, but due to the gathering a lot of people from the rural areas to urban areas, there was the scarcity of the job and people are just becoming unemployed there also. Once again there was a problem of unemployment, there was problem of the basic need, basic things created among the common peoples in urban areas. In urban areas, due to the migration, what happened? The unemployment increased very fastly. This unemployment creates due to the migration of the rural people to urban people, and when there was a lot of unemployment created, and at the same time there was a lot of importing happened from the different other countries. Resultly, what happened? The peoples belonging to the small and cottage industries are suffering a lot of competitions from the product just producing in other countries. Obviously, there was the destruction of the small and cottage industries. Overall, you will see here the peoples either living in the rural areas or the urban areas are suffering from the problem of the unemployment, suffering from the hungerness. They are not getting their basic requirements. So one of more thing to understand here, whatever just happening there, resultly peoples were suffering. And obviously, whenever the people suffered from any type of problem, they just blamed to their ruling system. They just blamed their rulers. They just blamed to the strategy made by their rulers. Obviously, what happened? Due to these problems in rural areas or the urban areas creates negative impression of the ruler, because for sort outing these problems there was not any step was made by the instantaneous rulers Louis Philippe. So you can say the peoples were just blaming to the rulers Louis Philippe, and the outburst, right? So outburst of the peoples started. Hungerness and hardship creates outbursts among the common peoples, and now there is the situation very difficult, and this resulted the outburst of the revolution by the common people, not only in any one area of Europe but many more areas of the different dynasty, different ruling portions of Europe. Dear students, now what was the result of these hungers and hardship? As I told you, due to the hunger and the hardship, there was the outbursting of the revolt, and what happened? This creates problems occurred in society. Outburst of the peoples in 1848, peoples blaming rulers Louis Philippe. He flee away from his position. When peoples just outburst, peoples just openly started revolt against the political or the ruling system, the rulers Louis Philippe realized that now it is not possible to live here. That's why he just flew away from his position and he became underground. At the same time, what happened, you will just study in further topic, revolution by liberals. That National Assembly proclaimed, means demanded, or a map was represented among people about a National Assembly, or you can say the National Assembly proclaimed a republic. For understanding very clear of the popular revolt by common people, I am just representing here with an example. The story of Webers in Silisia, right? Silisia is a place. Silisia is a place in, or you can say Silisia is a small village in Poland, right? The peoples of the Silisia village were just engaged in weaving work. सिल्सिया के जो गांव के जो लोग थे वो बुनाई का काम करते थे, और उस समय क्या होता था, अर्बन एरियाज से जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर होते थे वो इंडस्ट्री से वर्क लेकर के आते थे और इस गांव के सारे वेबर्स को काम बांट देते थे, और वो सारे लोग अपने वेबिंग का काम कंप्लीट करके कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को देते थे और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर इंडस्ट्री या फैक्ट्री को पहुंचाता था। यहाँ पे आपको समझना होगा कि कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जो था हाई रेट पे इंडस्ट्री फैक्ट्री से रेट लेता था और इन किसानों को बहुत कम पैसा और ये बुनाई में लगे हुए लोगों को बहुत कम वेजेस प्रोवाइड करता था, जिसके कारण से उनका मतलब रिक्वायरमेंट पूरे दिन काम करने के बाद, पूरा मेहनत करने के बाद भी अपनी आवश्यकताओं को पूरा नहीं कर पाता था। रिजल्टली सारे सिल्सिया के वेबर्स के द्वारा कॉन्ट्रैक्टर से डिमांड किया गया कि हमें कपड़े का जो बुनाई का जो रेट है वो बढ़ा के दिया जाए। बार बार डिमांड करने के बावजूद भी फार्मर्स कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स ने उनकी बात को नहीं सुना और उनको कम रेट में ही देना स्टार्ट किया। चूंकि उस समय वर्कर की संख्या ज़्यादा थी, काम कम था, इसलिए जो अपोज करता था, जो अगेंस्ट करता था, उसको सीधा ये कहा जाता था कि आपसे काम छीन लिया जाएगा और दूसरे लोगों को दे दिया जाएगा। इस कारण से चाहकर भी जो वेबर्स थे वो कुछ विरोध नहीं कर पा रहे थे, लेकिन सभी वेबर्स जो थे इस प्रॉब्लम से सफ़र कर रहे थे। रिजल्टली एक बार क्या हुआ, सभी वेबर्स मिल करके कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स आदि के बिल्डिंग्स पे, उनके मकान पे और जिस अर्बन एरियाज में जहाँ पे वो रहते थे उन पर अटैक कर दिया और उनके सारे विंडोज के कांच आदि को तोड़ करके उनके घर में जो भी सामान थे उनको लूट करके ले आए। इवन आप बुक में पढ़ोगे कि कैसे पोर्सिलीन आदि के जो गुलदस्ता आदि थे उन सारे को भी वो ले आकर के अपने अपने घरों में सजा करके रख लिया। कहने का मतलब डिससेटिस्फैक्शन जो था इस लेवल पे बढ़ गया था। और जब डिससेटिस्फैक्शन का लिमिटेशंस जब क्रॉस हो जाता है तो निश्चित रूप से वो काम जो वो नहीं करना चाहते हैं वो करने के लिए मजबूर हो जाते हैं। और वही हुआ कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स के अगेंस्ट में ये सारे वर्कर्स का जो था ये अटैक करना, ये एक इसी तरह का एक आउटब्रेक का, आउटब्रस्ट का, एक रिवॉल्यूशन का आप उदाहरण के रूप में ले सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं है कि ये सिलसिया जैसे गांव का एक ये कहानी था, ऐसी स्टोरी उस समय यूरोप के डिफरेंट प्लेसेस पे था, डिफरेंट डायनेस्टी में थे, जहां पर कि कॉमन पीपल्स, चाहे फार्मर्स हो, चाहे लेबर्स हो, चाहे वर्कर्स हो, वो सारे डिससेटिस्फाइड थे। और इन सारे डिससेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए वो रूलिंग सिस्टम को जिम्मेवारी समझते थे और उनको ही इसके लिए ब्लेम करते थे। और देखा जाए तो कमोबेश सारे जगह पूरे यूरोप में इस तरह की सिचुएशन हुई, जिसके कारण से अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में छोटे मोटे घटनाओं के रूप में बहुत सारा रिवोल्ट यूरोप में देखने को मिला। ऐसा नहीं है कि ये कोई एक नाम से एक रिवोल्ट ये पॉपुलर हुआ, बल्कि अलग अलग क्षेत्र में छोटे बड़े बहुत सारे रिवोल्ट हुए। इसलिए इसे पूरे 1848 का पॉपुलर रिवोल्ट के नाम से जानते हैं, जहां पर डिफरेंट एरियाज में डिफरेंट कम्युनिटीज के द्वारा अपने जिस भी कारण से वो सफर कर रहे थे उसके अगेंस्ट में उन्होंने अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के खिलाफ हो, या क्या कहते हैं फिर फ्यूडल सिस्टम के खिलाफ हो, या इंडस्ट्रियल सिस्टम के खिलाफ हो, उन्होंने विरोध किया। और ये देखा जाए तो पूरे यूरोप में 1848 का जो टाइम था वो एक चेंजिंग टाइम का टाइम था। पूरे वर्ल्ड पूरी तरह से लोगों का विश्वास जो था एग्जिस्टिंग पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम से उठ गया था, और वो चाहते थे कि किस तरह से पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम को बदला जाए। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आई थिंक you understand very clearly about the topic hunger, hardship and popular revolt. So now in next video I will come with the revolt of the 1848 by liberals. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you have any problem you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.